room.
That's
what happens. Right. Empty rooms. You are live. It's telling me that we're live. Sunday Night Football last game of the regular season. What's happening, fellas?
Very sad. Very sad.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this why are the Eagles in the last game of the season?
To torture us.
Yep.
No, I think it had to do with
the
Dallas and Giants game and impacting, who would play their starters. I don't know, something like that. But it's weird. You would have thought and something to do with the Packers and the Saints and I think all that stuff. But yeah, it's weird.
If Washington wins, they're in. That's basically why they got in here too. If they win, they're in, and that's it, and that's all. And Philly, if they win, they're out. If they lose, they're out. But they're going to improve their draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys have on this game? Tell me about your day so far, and then we'll find a second half point spread to hit. And then we'll talk about playoff lines. Playoffs are here, fellas.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. On this game, I thought the Eagles should get beat handily, so I did the opposite and took the Eagles with the points, 6.5. Looks okay right now. And then I also, which I think I sent out before, Boston Scott over 13.5 receiving yards. He's at 9 right now. So
I took that too.
That's all I got on this game.
Yeah. It's probably smart to keep it light. It's probably smart to go not so hard on this shitty team. I think Washington ends up taking this game, and we'll probably see that with the second half point spread. Today was a ho-hum day. My teasers hit. My bets on the Ravens first half and team total over, thanks to Yanni, Bet Crushers, who pointed me out to that one. That hit. A couple other things were okay. Taysom Hill touchdown hit. Some losers, though. Had plenty of losers. Like Bills team total under was the loss of the year. They put up like fucking 60. I thought that they're going to bench Josh Allen. That didn't happen.
No, sir.
No.
With authority up there in Buffalo.
Yeah. So, hey, if you're going to lose big. Real quick, second half point spread. Washington -3. They're up by 3 right now. So win by 6 or more. Over under 23 in the second half. Early leans, kick it around.
Well, like I said before we got on here, I have under 54 in a tease, so I would hope we would get an under. I'm looking for not many more points, maybe an Eagles win. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe just fuck it. Fuck the Giants.
I don't think the Eagles win this game. I actually think I'm going to do Washington -3.
Ugh, that's cold-blooded.
I'm thinking about Washington -3. Hobie's already got – well, hey, if they win by 6, we'd all win if we do Washington by 3. Any thoughts, Hobie, on the over-under second half? So what did I say it was? 23 at Bookmaker? I can't get FanDuel to load right now. It's probably something similar.
Yeah, I'm seeing – yeah, so the overall, the live over-under I'm seeing right now is 54. So that's live right now.
That's the game, yeah.
Oh, the game.
Yeah, 53.5 at FanDuel. So I do have FanDuel lines up too. 23.
23 points.
I lean under.
Yeah.
I lean under. But I've leaned under all day on these things, like team total unders, and they haven't come to fruition. Maybe, fourth or fifth time's the charm.
Yeah, I mean, I have team total under for the Birds, right, at 7.19, I think, 17.5, somewhere in there. That's a possibility right now, which still sucks. I mean, let's hope it's not, but like that's still possible to happen to us. Under 23, I don't think there's going to be too much more scoring in this game. It's going to get tired and lazy.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that we all think it's going to be under, which means we might need to take the over.
That's true.
All of us think under.
A fade or follow.
So therefore, the over's got to hit.
That's basically how it works. I'm going to dabble. Yeah, so I'm going to dabble with this bet of under 23. Though we did have a hot streak prior to our last live stream, which I think was last Saturday night, I want to say it was. Last Saturday. I don't know. Let's see comments. We've got Coach. Coach needs to change his handle. 3D Philly that no longer exists. They'll start spying Hurts. Let's get that number 6 pick for the Birds. That's kind of what they spy Hurts. Washington. You can talk me into Washington second half too. So Washington under, all that good stuff. Should we talk about do you guys want to talk about the whole Carson Wentz thing that came out today about him requesting a trade, and then we'll
Very interesting
then
stuff
pivot
there.
to wild card playoffs and some of those opening lines. Probably not going to make any picks, but there's some interesting lines. Start with that. Start with that, Dutch. Carson Wentz apparently wants out. Apparently all Philly wants him out too.
Yeah, I mean, and it's official because I saw it on ESPN finally. So it's definitely official now because they're usually at least 10 stories late. I think it's pretty evident to see like that he wants out. He's whining around on the sidelines. But what does that mean contract wise for us? Like that's the part I don't like trading him, right? But we still have to keep the money hit. What can someone explain that part to me? Because I have no.
Yeah, so there's a lot of contract situations. There were some videos and some things that came out last week. I read a little bit, but there's ways out of it that they can like not destroy their season next year. It's going to be tough. And it's going to be tough, and who knows what kind of a team that they put around Hurts. You've got some young talent in Rager. Jim Schwartz isn't going to be here as defensive coordinator. I think if they just want to, get rid of him, you just got to bite the bullet somehow, take the best offer. And I'm sure that Howie Roseman, who's going to be the GM, still can finagle a way to, hear that out and field a team next year. But Hobie, I know you're excited that Hurts is going to be back and be the starter next year. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns today.
He looks like a rookie for sure, but luckily he can move, and that's the only reason they're in this game. I would don't get me wrong. I would prefer that Wentz would just play better. I'd rather have him probably as the quarterback.
Would be nice. He got a huge contract.
Would be nice. He literally. I don't dislike Wentz, but he literally was the worst quarterback in the league this year, and I don't understand how someone can get mad at their team for benching them when they're literally the worst in the league. Like, It's okay if he wants to go. Like, maybe he just knows it's not going to work here, and that's fine. But this whole notion that he was, like, disrespected by being benched or there's a fractured relationship with the coach, like, you were literally awful. Like, yeah, your team's not good around you, but like you were missing so many passes and overthrowing guys all the time. Like, I don't think you could really blame the coach for that, but whatever. Anyway,
it's hard to blame people when you're that bad.
Who knows?
But I think someone's gonna give us a first round pick for him. So whatever.
Yeah, I'll just say this.
And he comes back and he plays better, awesome.
Like if they can work it out and if he can come back with that huge contract and play better, great. Hurts, he's not actually throwing the ball that well, but he's still new in the system. Get some new coaching. This team's not going to be a contender next year either, I doubt. Hate to throw cold water on the team already for next year, but it is what it is. That's really all that I got to say. I was shocked by the timing that came out today. I expected it to come out maybe like after the Super Bowl, be like, Carson Wentz is requesting a trade. That information coming out and the pile of information coming out. Howie definitely coming back came out today. Doug coming back came out yesterday. So a lot of things leaking.
That's the worst.
I think it's very, very interesting.
Speaking about information coming out, is this breaking news that Adam Gase is fired?
Yes, in the past
that come out before
hour
this?
or so.
Yeah.
Past like half
I
hour.
thought that already came out. Yeah.
Holy
Gase
crap.
is gone. Anthony Lynn will be gone. Although the Chargers ended with 4 wins in a row, right? The problem is they probably should have had 4 more wins than they had already. Like they should have ended up with like 9-10 wins.
Yeah.
Which would not have been enough for a wild card spot in the AFC. You had to win 11 basically in the AFC. Miami got to 10, didn't get it. Have you
I'm
guys
not sure what
looked
good
at,
football looks like? So I'm not used to that good football over there.
No. 10 wins is something we haven't sniffed actually since Super Bowl season. It was 9-win season. What was it? 8 wins or 9 wins last year, 2 years ago, also for the Eagles. Have you guys looked at opening lines for next weekend? There's 6 games.
Okay, tell us about them. Walk us through because I don't think I've looked through them. I could be misfortunately wrong.
Bills.
No, I got them up now. Yeah.
There you go.
I have some thoughts. I do have one thought. Yeah, for sure.
Share your first thought, and then we'll get to the rest of them.
So right now, I think something about the Bears. Just
something about the Bears. Something about the Bears.
The number is 9. It's 9.
It started 10.5 some spots, dude. It started 10.5.
Exactly. They
Knock that down.
They already know I'm on to them. Exactly.
Could be a backdoor cover.
I think
spot.
it's gonna be a closer game than people think. That's all I'm gonna
A
say.
Mitch backdoor cover spot.
Yes.
In
No.
New
I mean, and
Orleans,
even if
you know New
I
Orleans is
say
gonna
more Mitch, Mitch keeps it close, goes down in the third quarter, Foles comes in, and the Bears win by 14. I mean, I can see that. Absolutely.
I could see.
No, probably not that.
I
I
honestly
was just
could
kidding.
see
But
31.
You put it on tape, so
31-14 late, and they come through the back door.
yeah.
Like just
I mean,
somehow come through the back door. It's probably going to get.
Well, the number's 9. So,
Well, it's probably going to get
21,
better
14,
around.
yeah.
Though. Like it's probably going to get better around a little bit. I wouldn't be shocked to see it back at 10, and then the second that it gets to 10, it might get back down to like 7.5. Like there's not a lot. Like the room between 7.5 and 9.5 is not that big. But how about Bills favored by 6.5 against the Colts? Bills coming off of putting up 8 dozen points today. Yeah, 8 dozen points today against the Colts. The Colts, I guess you could say, limped in. They didn't look that good. The Titans kind of limped in too on that doink of a field goal. I kind of like the Bills. Kind of like the Bills at 6.5. It started, I believe, some spots at 7.5. It's already gotten bet down.
Mm-hmm.
Bills team of destiny. Do we have that feel?
I don't know. I think I need to sleep on it
know.
still. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking that the Ravens have a great shot right now. Like nobody is touching the Ravens. Ravens 3.5-point favorites at Tennessee. Tennessee, aka 3.5-point dogs. There's some over-unders being hung too, 54.5. Don't have a strong opinion on that, but the Ravens are hard to beat right now. I already have a Ravens to win AFC ticket in my pocket. I still like them, man. I think they could definitely win that game and then go into Kansas City the next week and take them out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
I like backtrack into the Bills Colts game. I like the under in that game. Under 52.
What is it? 52.5?
52. But Bills, still a young team. I'm assuming it's going to be cold. It's Buffalo. I have to check the forecast. But Phillip Rivers, it's got a poop arm. Gets cold. Might get a little stiff. I just like the
Phillip
under.
Rivers didn't
Under
look good
52. Yeah.
Phillip Rivers isn't good, actually. Yeah, no, I kind of lean that way too. Josh Allen. Who knows about the weather too? It's Buffalo. Like
It could be awful.
Yeah. And to that Ravens Titans game, and I think that we've got some comments here too, but I do like that. I lean that Ravens team total over at the very least, 3.5, maybe also. That Titans defense, like Coach is saying, is very bad. Like that Titans defense almost blew it today against the Texans. That was ugly. They barely won that. Was it 41-38 on that doink of a field goal?
Yeah, they're trying to get it back.
yeah, trying to. And then Sunday Night Football, Steelers 3.5-point favorites, depending where you're at. I saw 4 about a half an hour ago. I don't know if this is moving around. Against the Browns. The Browns are in the playoffs for the first time since we were in high school, guys.
Go Baker.
2002. Oh, when the vet closed. Oh,
wow.
2002. So you like the Bears. I don't know if that's going to be a popular play. Okay, so we can't skip over Rams Seahawks. That might be one of the games of the weekend. Is Jared Goff playing? This line would tell me no. Seahawks favored by 4.5. Over under 42.5. That's low against Russ and the Seahawks. But Russ and the Seahawks took about 3.5 quarters, 3 quarters to get started offensively today.
Yeah, but he still had a couple plays where it was just like, God damn, Russ was good.
Yeah.
He turned it on at one point, and you're like, oh, there it goes. And then he kind of started I think it was late in the second half.
I think so. I saw a couple plays, fourth quarter. It was like, oh, okay. They're going to take that division still. They'll have that home game. I know that the Rams defense is decent and Seattle's defense has gotten better, but 42.5 is still low. So I need to think that one through a little bit.
I'm taking the Seahawks there, especially if Goff is not playing.
I think that gets bet up from 4.5. I think you're right.
Yeah. That Cardinals Rams game today, that guy can't beat Russell Wilson. Goff's back up. I don't even remember his name. Because I was focusing on the Bears game. That's where I had my money.
Wofford. I mean,
is he really going to make it a game against Russell Wilson? I don't think so.
I don't think so. And I think that it ends up at Seahawks -6, -6.5. I don't think it touches 7. If it touches 7, it gets bet back down. But I think it gets bet. I don't know where this opens. I wouldn't be shocked if this opened at 3.5 and got bet up to 4.5
I
already.
got it at 5.
Okay. FanDuel's hanging 4.5. Apparently Bet Online, get this, guys. Bet Online hung lines to wrong games. So they had like Ravens against Colts, and they took action. I don't know if knowingly or not knowingly for 5 minutes, and then they dropped the line. And then Ravens got pounded against the Colts. So they had an idea of where the money was going to come in, because I think people are valuing the Colts and Titans about the same. Like maybe the Titans a little bit better, but they're two different teams. And then they opened the line for Ravens and Titans, I guess, probably at 3.5. But I thought that was interesting. I heard that. It was like, oh, I wonder if they did that on purpose or not. And they were the first book out with lines. And then everybody else followed suit.
Tricky.
Not regulated, I guess, because they're an offshore book. But and then the last thought that I have.
Oh, the Eagles. They're fighting.
They're fighting this thing.
They're fighting.
They
just don't want to lose.
Just don't want to get a
cover,
higher
boys. Just cover. That's all you need to do.
Let's see if that cover can happen. Let's see if this under 23 can happen. Let's just race through the second half. Rip the Band-Aid off. Hurts, we'll see you next year. Carson Wentz, not sure if we'll see you next year. We'll see him in the NFL, just maybe not in Philly. And we'll see who else.
See him at Bible camp.
Zach Ertz, probably not seeing you next year. Bible camp, yeah, both might be at Bible camp.
Oh, man, what a wild year!
Yeah,
what a wild year.
Really, that's all you can say.
It's over.
The next regular season live stream will not happen until further into 2021, but we're going to have plenty of live streams next weekend for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Maybe for every playoff game. There's 6 games, so I don't know if we're going to get all 6 in, but we'll have at least half, I think. I think we'll have both prime times, and we'll have an afternoon game or two, because there's plenty of action, and I know that we're all going to be parked in front of the TV watching it. So
here's hoping.
That's it.
All right, let's see the Eagles screw up someone's season potentially here.
Boston Scott made 4 receiving yards. Let's go.
Yeah, just give us another few receiving yards. We can end it with a win under 23. If you want to give me that win too, that'd be fine. We'll go into the NFL playoffs.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. We'll talk to you real soon.
See you guys.